Okay, welcome back. Now, since I wasn't here yesterday to do the indie report with the results, I'm not going to do the report or the results from last week. Let's just get right into the events coming up in the near future, starting with today's action. Jersey All Pro Wrestling has a huge double shot event starting this afternoon, 4 p.m., Rahway, New Jersey. The women's division of Jersey All Pro with the Revolution continues. It is a 4 p.m. bell time. You will see Sarah Del Rey go up against Awesome Kong, Nikki Rocks against Daisy Hayes, Raisha Saeed against Jennifer Blake, plus you're going to see cheerleader Melissa, Annie Social, Amber, Roxy Connon, and more. Now later that night, 8 p.m. the bell time, with a big four-way main event for the Jersey All Pro Heavyweight title. Jay Lethal puts the heavyweight title on the line against Azriel, Homicide, and Teddy Hart. In tag action, the Hillbilly Wrecking Crew of Trevor Murdoch and Brody Lee will face the heavy hitters of Monster Mac and Havoc. Dan Moff will take on the Necro Butcher. Incoherence, Hello Wicked and Frightmare will face the Osirian Portal of Amasis and Ophidian. Eddie Kingston puts up the New Jersey State title against Arcadia. Prince Mustafa Ali against Bandito Jr., plus Danny DeMonto and many more. Also today, CZW with another doubleheader of their own. The first one is at 2:30 Eastern Time at the arena. It is a combo show for CZW and MBA. Bloodhound benefit. Show is 2:30. Admission is free with a $10 donation to the Sykes family. It features the entire CZW roster and more. Now tonight at the CZW arena, blood pressure rising. You will see Drake Younger as he will defend the CZW title against any defending champion of any other promotion. The best around, TJ Cannon and Bruce Maxwell will put the tag gold on the line against the Hate Club of Nick Gage and Nate Hatred. The new horror, Sammy Callahan, will face Trent Acid. Ruckus will face Sabian. The winner will be a participant in the Best of the Best 9. Brain Damage will face John Moxley. And Greg Excellent continues his quest for the best of the best. Now, let's get to ECWA Pro Wrestling. Haven't talked about them in a while. Their next show, 1 week from tonight, Newark, Delaware. This is a pretty good-looking card. A big-time match, King V, formerly known as Big Daddy V, is going to take on Frederick of Hollywood. Chase Del Monte puts up the ECWA Heavyweight title against Hotshot Mike Reed. The tag team titles are on the line. Mega and Cha-Cha Chance defend the gold against Bazooka Joe and Mr. Scott Wright. In a chain match, the Beast, Glenn Osborne, will face one member of the Nigerian Nightmare, Maifu. Freak Nasty will take on Prince Nana. Magnum and the Hollywood Chit Magnets will face the Heavyweights and Courageous Crews. In a six-man tag match, the Logan Brothers, Matt, Brian, and Nick will face the Valedictorians and Fala. Plus, Tim Richards, Safu, and JJ the Crew Guy will face Corey Blaze, Travis Blake, and Aiden Chambers. And the veteran A-lister, Andrew Riker, will face Jason Lee. Now, IWC 1 week, this Friday night is Super Indy 8, their biggest tournament of the year. This year, it's a 2-day tournament. Here are the first round matches. Joey Ryan against Jason Gorey, Michael Facade against Elijah Burke, Too Cold Scorpio against Davey Richards, and Justin Idol against Paul London. Now, Delirious, Super Hentai, Cole Cabana, and Sean McChesney all have buys in the round 2, but Hentai, Cabana, and McChesney will have a match in night 1 to determine the number 2, 3, and 4 seeds. Also, the Necro Butcher will face Jimmy DeMarco. Delirious will take on Sammy Callahan, no disqualification. And the Gambino brothers will team up with Eric Ecstasy to face the Irish Airborne, Jacob Dave Christ, and Shane Taylor. That will all take place in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania that Friday night. 1 week from this afternoon, they are all in White Oak, Pennsylvania for the conclusion of the tournament. Now, IWA Mid-South, back to action, May the 16th, Joliet, Illinois, with Bad Blood Rising 2009. Bell time is 8 p.m. Barbed Wire Madness, Drake Younger, Ian Ron, and Danny Havoc. Trick Davis will face Egotistico Fantastico in an I Quit match. Jason Hades will face Ryan Phoenix. Sweet and Sour Larry Sweeney faces Michael Elgin, and more. Now, also at this show, there's going to be a huge DVD sale if you're there. You get to buy 3 DVDs, you get 2 DVDs free with the DVDs already at a reduced price. $30 for a 2-day DVD and $15 for a single night show. This sale will also be online starting May the 14th. Once again, IWA back on May 22nd with Opportunity at Bellevue, Illinois. The main event, Dingo puts up the IWA Mid-South Heavyweight title against Yellow Dog. Jimmy Jacobs puts up the Light Heavyweight title against Jason Hades. Al Snow will face Ryan Phoenix. Sweet and Sour Larry Sweeney will face Ian Ronan. Michael Elgin against Keith Walker. Drake Younger against John Moxley. Sal Tomaselli and Ash against the Hooligans. Plus Prince Mustafa Ali, Mike Seidel, OMG, Mark Sterling, and more. Pro Wrestling Guerrillas DDT 4 tournament. The first round matches are now complete. Los Luchas, Phoenix Star and Zelker will face Kenny Omega and Chuck Taylor. Matt and Nick Jackson will face Brandon and Dustin Cutler. The Dynasty, Joey Ryan and Scott Lost will face Bryan Danielson and Paul London. And Chris Hero and Roderick Strong will face Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. And in non-tournament action, B-Boy will face the Human Tornado. Chikara's Aniversario weekend starts on May the 23rd with Aniversario Yin in Easton, Pennsylvania. 5 matches have been announced so far. Jigsaw, Helios, and Lince Dorado will face Fist of Gran Akuma, Icarus, and Chuck Taylor. The Super Smash Brothers, player Uno and Dos, team up with the Colony of Fire and Soldier and to face the Osirian Portal of Amasa and Ophidian and Los Ice Cream of El Hijo del Ice Cream and Ice Cream Jr. Creator Wrestler will face Eddie Kingston, Tim Donst will face Stigma, and Hydra against Grizzly Redwood. IWA Mid-South comes back to action also on May the 23rd in Galesburg, Illinois, with a cold day in May. Dingo puts up the IWA Mid-South Heavyweight title against Ian Ronan. Jimmy Jacobs puts up the Light Heavyweight title against Larry Sweeney. Drake Younger against Michael Elgin. And in a dream match of dream matches, Al Snow will face Gilbert. Chikara on the 24th with Aniversario Yang ECW Arena with the big main event, Double Mask versus Double Hair. The Colony, Fire and Soldier Ant against Fist of Icarus and Chuck Taylor. The Colony loses, they lose their mask. If Fist lose, they lose their hair. Glacier and D'Lo Brown will face Vin Gerard and Colin Delaney. Jigsaw and the Future is now Helios, Lince Dorado, and Equinox will face Incoherence, Halloween, and Frightmare, along with Cheech and Cloudy. The Super Smash Brothers, player Uno and Dos, will face the Order of the Neo-Solar Temple, Ultramantis Black and Crossbones, Eric Cannon against Ophidian, Los Ice Creams, El Hijo del Ice Cream and Ice Cream Jr. will face the Roughnecks of Brody Lee and Grizzly Redwood. The 2009 TPI, it's coming around the corner. 2 more names have been added to the list, making it 18 men so far. DJ Hyde and Drake Younger are now a part of the tournament. And on June the 6th, Full Impact Pro back to action in Crystal River, Florida, with a big 6-man tag team match. Red Titus teams up with the British Lions to face Chris Jones, Eric Stevens, and Roderick Strong. And Chasen Rance and Salmonara will face Kenny King and Jason Blade. Plus, Davey Richards, Brad Attitude, TJ Perkins, Too Fast, Too Furious of Jarrell Clark and Noe Lee, the debuting Jay Bradley, Grizzly Redwood, Damian Wayne, Sean Osborne, Caleb Conley, and more. That is a look at the indies for this week. Japan and NWA rankings are next.